Are you wondering what happened to your drive? I know you wake up tired, dreading the day even before it starts. You push through, like if you stop, everything that you've built will fall apart. I feel you. I feel you because I used to be there. For the longest time, I thought I was just burnt out or maybe going through some kind of midlife crisis. But I wasn't. After looking back, I realized that I was going through my first spiritual awakening. And that's why talking about this matters so much to me, because when I finally let go of the old ways of pushing and proving, I learned how to turn the season of burnout into what I now call the cleansing season, the chapter where I started doing life my way. In this video, I want to show you how to start doing the same. You know, I still remember my first spiritual awakening. Back then, I was doing really well in the military. I had been in the military for like 6 years, and I was already a staff sergeant. To give you a perspective of what that means, most people don't get to that rank until like 10 years from being in service. On paper, I was thriving. I was looking successful. I even checked all the boxes and people thought I was ahead of the curve. But inside of me, something started to shift. It was not that anything was wrong with the position itself. It was that it just didn't feel right anymore with who I was becoming. The path I was on stopped aligning with what I valued and what I thought was the best thing for me and my child. That's when I realized success isn't about how things look from the outside or the approval we get from others. Real success is living in the way that is true to you and who you are. Sometimes you can't name what your actual values are, but deep down, you feel it in your soul, and your soul already knows. And when you ignore that inner voice, everything starts to feel off. You lose your energy, your motivation, and your sense of direction. As Generation X women, we've lived most of our lives in the hustle culture, constantly pushing to be better, performing and proving to ourselves that we can make it on our own. For years, that drive kept us going. But when it starts to fade and simple things start to feel heavy, that's not failure. That's your body asking for alignment. That exhaustion you feel, that is not weakness. That is your system trying to heal. Deep down, your mind and your spirit are rewiring themselves for a new rhythm. One that isn't powered by adrenaline, overwork, or a need to be everything for everyone. That need to always perform was never about vanity. It was about survival. We learned early there weren't many people that had our backs. Before we were adults, we learned that rest wasn't safe. And if we didn't do it then who else would do it for us? We fear slowing down because we might fall behind. But here's the good news. That belief isn't true. It's just a memory. And memories can be rewritten. Every pause, every sigh, every relief, every moment you stop forcing, all of that is part of your healing. You know what your body is really trying to teach you? It's showing you that the calm, that calm is actually safe. I think for a lot of us, that is a brand new concept. I know at times I still get nervous when I spend my days in an unproductive way. When your body starts slowing down, it's not that you're giving up. It's that you're learning to relax and create from relaxation. And once you feel safe, your natural spark, your curiosity, your creativity starts to come back like it used to. That's your biology syncing up with your soul. People talk about doing the work, and honestly, this is part of doing the work. It's not always about big rituals or deep emotional dives. Sometimes the real work is in learning how to rest. Truly rest, mind, body, and soul. So your nervous system can reset and you can actually listen to yourself. That's how your body updates the old code it's been running on. So real quick, before I continue in the story, I want to tell you what I mean about that with an experience of mine. I noticed that when I started giving myself permission to rest, my exhausted self, I saw the contradictions of what I wanted for myself and what I actually gave myself. Rest helped me tear the veil of my illusion. That is what I want for you. I want you to see how to walk in alignment with what you say you want for yourself. So let's break down how to start doing that. Let's start with acknowledging the learned survival patterns. Those old thoughts of I should, I have to, or I have no other choice. They're running our lives at times. I know they do because I've been dealing with them myself. They've been with us for so long that we barely notice them anymore. The thing is, if we don't address them, that background noise sabotages us from our connection with ourselves. It's why doubt creeps in right when we start feeling inspired, because part of us is still on guard, still operating in survival mode. We still haven't recovered from the last time we had to abandon our spirit. Rest opens up the channel, but releasing those stress patterns, that's what keeps it clear. So when I talk about cleansing season, what does that really mean? I don't mean trying to be perfect or doing a bunch of rituals unless that's what you feel is right for you. It's about consciously letting go of the tension that keeps your body stuck in the defense mode. The tight shoulders, the critical self-talk, the emotions you tuck away just to keep going. Every time you catch yourself tensing and take a deep breath instead, that's cleansing. Every time you choose compassion instead of self-judgment, that's cleansing too. You're showing your body that it's safe. It's safe to rest, it's safe to trust, and it's safe to create again. When you slow down, when you take that breath or pause in gratitude, instead of rushing, your brain stops scanning for danger and it starts scanning for possibilities. And here's a simple way to start reinforcing that shift. At the end of your day, take just 1 minute to ask yourself, did I act in alignment with who I want to be today? Don't overanalyze it. Just feel into the answer. Then, if you desire, take the next few minutes to lean into gratitude. Think of one moment from your day that felt meaningful to you. Ask yourself, why did that matter to me? And let yourself actually feel the warmth of that meaning. That small moment rewires your brain. It tells your system you're safe now. If you put down your phone, dim the lights, slow down your breathing, maybe put some soft calming music, you're reinforcing that safety even more. You're reminding your body that peace isn't something you have to earn. It's something you're allowed to feel. Once your body truly believes that calm is safe, everything changes. Your next growth won't come from grinding harder. It'll come from listening. You're not behind. Your spirit isn't late. It's guiding you home, back to yourself. Rest opens you up. Releasing old patterns keeps the path clear. And once you start integrating what you've learned, that's when clarity turns into your real confidence. The next phase isn't about pushing or fighting your way forward. It's about trusting that your calm, ground energy is your deepest form of intelligence. Peace isn't the end of your progress. It's the beginning of your expansion.